Do you know the quote, the only thing to fear is fear itself, right? I've heard that quote many times as a child, and I think the only thing you should fear is yourself, right? You are your own worst enemy. Everything you do is brought onto you from yourself, from your own mind, your unconscious mind. Your unconscious is fighting a battle against your conscious mind. You're trying to repress your unconscious. You won't let it tell you. You won't let it talk to you. You won't let it be heard or be known, right? So there's this verse in the Bible. I believe it's Mark 11, verse 24. It goes something along these lines. Therefore, if you ask for something in prayer, believe you have it, or believe you've received it, and it will be given to you, right? And this is the correct state of consciousness you must be in order to receive things, in order to get the things that you want, for literally anything, right? You have to put yourself into a situation that you have already accomplished whatever it is, received whatever it is that you want, because you are honestly self-sabotaging. And I speak from experience because anything I wanted to do, achieve, or whatever it was, I always thought of myself as unworthy, because I could never look at myself from that perspective. I've learned that you need to imagine yourself at that finish point as a first person perspective, right? But most people, like I used to, was try to imagine the finish line from all the way over here, right? All the way back here. All the way from over here, I'm trying to get all the way over there. And you can't make out the details from over there. You don't know the feeling, you don't know what it's gonna be like. You think the person that's all the way back there, all the way over there, that's not you. You can't identify with that. Right? So you have to put yourself into a first person perspective and understand what it feels like to be where you want to be. And this shapes your reality because your actions will follow your feelings, right? And your mind creates your reality, and your reality will basically manifest itself in front of you. But why am I saying you should fear yourself? Because you are stopping yourself from creating your desired reality. Because, like I just said, you believe you don't deserve it. And the truth of the matter is, most stupid people end up becoming successful. Or let me rephrase that. Most successful people are actually stupid because they believe they deserve everything they get, which allows them to get what they want, right? Take for example, stupid blonde women, right? They get whatever they want because they live in friggin' fantasy land. I don't even understand it. Like these women I see on Instagram that I know personally, like what? You've done nothing. Like you literally have no skills or anything, but they're in, Miami, all these different countries, getting to hang out with tons of rich people, whatever it is. I'm going on a tangent, but basically what I'm trying to say is people are able to shape their realities because they dumb it down. They're like, this is my reality. They create the scenarios in their head and it comes true. Let me give you a great example of this that I've experienced personally. When I accidentally manifested one of my dream cars. say one of my dream cars now, but that was pretty much one of, well, yeah, one. I always liked cars, but this was one of my favorite cars that I really wanted, that I thought I could possess, right? Or that was at least attainable, like a realistic dream car for me. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, probably maybe more than that. Yeah, I don't know, time just flies. But basically, I was driving a shitty Subaru as my first real car, right? I had that for 4 years, ever since I turned 18, I believe. And I got it as a gift from my grandmother, because I had no money. I mean, I could have bought myself a shitty little car, but this thing was like basically brand new. But I hated it because it wasn't what I wanted, right? And I also felt like it wasn't mine because I didn't, pay for it, but whatever. More and more that I drove this car, the more I was like itching to get a new car, and kind of jealous of like everyone who has got nice cars, and like, being someone who, likes cars, like as a car enthusiast, not just like a status symbol. I'm like, I really want one. I really feel like I should have one so I could, enjoy it while I'm young, and because that's what I like. But let me cut out the fat and just say that the fact that I got this car, I've had it for 2 years. This is going to be the second year of owning it. This May, I got it 2023 in May, late May, after my 22nd birthday. And I was able to get it unknowingly, which I just figured out was after, researching on manifestation and all this creating your own reality stuff. I realized, I kind of did that by accident with this car, because I would do little things like just imagining what it would feel like to be in this car and drive it, and the feeling I would get, all the things I would do. I literally would drive my automatic Subaru and pretend to like shift gears because the car I wanted was a manual. And I remember it got to a point where I would like play engine noises in my car while I was driving to mimic it. And I just lived in this fantasy so much that I was like, I'm going to have this car. Like, I kept telling myself, I'm going to have it. And then I would start seeing it everywhere. Like, I remember I saw the exact car that I wanted, 370Z Nismo, white, pearl white with the red trim. It was super rare. Well, maybe not super rare, but at least around here, it's not really a common car, especially at that trim, like the Nismo trim. I saw it at the gym one day, like 2 years ago, and I'm like, I remember I took a picture of it in my Snapchat. I still have it. And I said, I will have this one day. This will be mine one day. And I remember like the following year, like I just became so obsessed with having that car and like what it would feel like, and just playing out that fantasy in my reality, right? And I would play video games and customize the car exactly how I wanted it and all that types of shit, until one day it just so happened to kind of, because I used to like search for this car, like it was impossible to find one that I wanted, manual, basically brand new, like no miles, in an area nearby. It was impossible to find one. And it just so happened that there was one in South Jersey, and I'm in North Jersey, so I took the opportunity and I gave it up to God, first of all. I said, if it's meant to be, I'll have it. And I requested it to be transferred through CarMax, because it was listed on CarMax, from South Jersey up to Northern Jersey. And I just made it happen somehow. It was very surreal, because I'm like, oh, it's here. Like, this is it. Like, I knew this would happen. It wasn't like a shock. I wasn't like, I went and I test drove it. I'm like, this is it. I want this. It had like basically no miles, brand new 2020, last model year they made that trim. And I'm like, this is mine. This is it. Like, I waited this long for it. I'm not gonna, give it up. Because I was looking at shitty ones, like beat up fucking ones, right? If I wanted a Nismo, they had them on Carvana for, way too expensive for the condition they were in. But all I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to get to is I created that reality so vividly. I had that feeling and I sat in that feeling and basically just tricked myself into thinking that was my reality already, until the physical reality of that being real aligned with my mental illness, my delusions. Basically, it kind of like aligned, and I never thought about it like that until recently, because now I'm trying to create a different type of life for myself, bring other things into my life, and obviously achieve as much as I can. And then I realized I need to do that again. I need to imagine myself from the finish line. Imagine myself achieving what I want. Imagine how that would feel. And I act how I would act in that scenario. And it'll come. It'll make more sense. Because the whole time I'm trying to do these things, like make money online and be self-sufficient and like get super rich and retire my parents and all this shit, I never felt it as achievable. I never could personalize it to myself. I never thought that I could do it until now. And now I'm doing the shit that can lead me there, right? I'm creating my own online business. All right, it's still recording. I created my own online business, personal coaching, fitness coaching, and now I have to keep posting on social media and just build a personal brand. And I've identified with that version of myself where I'm successful at this. There's literally no other choice, no other option. I know I'm gonna be successful because I see it. I can literally see it. And if I don't give up, it'll come to me eventually. It might take a while, but as long as I stick to it, it will come. So, moral of the story, you are getting in your own way. Everything and anything you want is possible. Millions of examples of people that realistically shouldn't be where they're at. Look at their stories. I'm gonna be one of them. And you think they shouldn't be there, they shouldn't have achieved what they did, but they were so retarded that it happened. So basically what I'm saying is you're just overthinking. I always overthink. You need to center your awareness and just make yourself basically retard level IQ. Literally just posted a video about the power of awareness and how you can center your consciousness. All right, I'm getting kind of out of breath. I've been walking for a while now around this graveyard, as you can see, as my digestion walk. I only eat one meal a day because I want to be fasted, so I can be creative, and so I can get closer to God and manifest my reality. The more food you have in your system, it just makes everything worse, trust me. You can fast, it's the best way to do things. But let me finish this off by saying, it is possible, even to do something as simple as getting in shape. I never thought I was able to have abs as a kid, and that's pretty much my life 24/7 now. I have visible abs. give or take a couple percents of body fat here and there. But your reality is what you make it. It's what you imagine it. Read books such as Neville Goddard's books. He talks about all this. Read the Bible. And trust in God, trust in yourself. And your reality will reflect your inner beliefs, right? Because the external world shouldn't be able to affect you. It can affect you. It's all just a mirror. It reflects, right? Like someone who gets pissed off at everything. They're just an angry person. It's not that everything's going wrong for them. They just find things to get pissed off at. And I changed my mindset from being an angry person to, being grateful for everything. And I'm always, not happy, but content. I could smile and be grateful for my family and everything that I have. Just remember to be positive and shape your reality by being stupid. I'm joking, of course. Not really. Peace out.